Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 65 of Like, Share, Follow. And this week I have Eden Mitchell, who is a marketing and branding officer at Thrive House. Welcome, Eden.
Thanks for having me, Karen. It's a pleasure.
That's all right. Thank you. And so you graduated literally a couple of weeks ago. So congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you.
And what degree did you do when you were at USC?
So I finished with a Bachelor of Business majoring in marketing, and I minored in social media.
Excellent. And that's how we cross paths, because you're in the social media course. And now you've recently landed a job at Thrive House. So tell me a little bit about Thrive House. What does that organisation do?
Yeah, sure. So as you said, I only graduated a couple of weeks ago and kind of came straight into this role a couple of weeks ago. So it's a nonprofit organisation that works in child safety and disability services. At the moment, I'm primarily working on an application within the organisation, which has been really interesting. That's about where I'm at the moment.
Excellent. And so tell me, what do you think set you apart from other graduates who went for that role?
So I'd probably say since I started my degree, I've been playing around in the social media field, doing various different jobs, and also I have been in a medical reception role for 5 years, kind of within the industry as well. So I certainly have a passion for the industry and making a difference in people's lives in that regard. And however you can help someone, it helps when you can do something positive within your role. But also, that social media experience, I would say, was probably really helpful when I was discussing ideas initially.
Okay, and in your role now as a marketing branding officer, so what do you actually do? Like, what's a normal day for you like, if there is a normal day?
Well, there's been so many days so far. So as I said, I've been working on an application called Diversity Synced. So it's very much in the launch phase at the moment, which is a rostering application within the NDIS and child safety industry. So really just preparing that. I'm actually going to an expo in Harvey Bay in a couple of days. So it's really so far been based around that, but also really learning about the industry more in depth and researching and kind of learning a bit more about how, I suppose, at the end of the day, we're going to brand Thrive House.
Okay, and so your job will be that you'll be using social media clearly to promote this new app.
Yeah, definitely. So so many different avenues, but social media definitely. There's a bit of work to do there to kind of brand ourselves, I suppose.
Yeah. Okay, and so what's been one of the best pieces of career advice you've been given?
So I suppose throughout my degree, just to trust in your own value. I know other people have said that as well, but when you're at university, you're a student and you're always learning things and you never really know it all, which of course at the end of the day, you never do know it all and you're always learning. But I think when you get to the end of your degree, as I've only recently kind of come to find, is that you realize you're not a student anymore and you actually do know some things. So just to really believe that when you're going for opportunities and even in your day-to-day practice, you actually do know what you're talking about.
Absolutely. And tell me, what did you learn at university that you found super helpful in your current role?
Yeah, so I'd have to say it's how to unleash your potential, but to understand where to draw the limits. I'm someone who could work on an assignment for years. There's never an end point. It's never good enough. So I think it's really interesting to kind of learn what someone's looking for, which is obviously pertinent to the marketing career. You're always working on deliverables and what people want. But knowing exactly how to mix what they want with what you can do is kind of what I like to learn.
Yeah, and then that is true, because you can become obsessed with like making
definitely
final touches, and you've got to sort of reach a point where you go, okay, it's good enough, and you have to let it go.
It's not easy.
No. So no, I totally understand that. And what's something that you wish you'd learned at university that you actually have needed that knowledge now and you've had to skill up since leaving?
Yeah, sure. That was a tricky one. Probably in social media classes, of course, we had the working with real clients and everything like that, which was so helpful, and it's really come to prove its value. But I think in some of the other marketing courses, you learn so much theory, but you don't actually have the opportunity to apply it. So yeah, I think further to that point, as I said, I'm working on launching an application. So I found myself in a position where I'm doing a lot of kind of sales conversations and generating leads and things like that. So the social media knowledge has been really helpful on how to interact with people and get their attention, but actually applying some of that higher level marketing knowledge and sales conversions has been something that I've kind of wish I had the chance to apply at uni, I suppose.
Mm. That's actually a really good point, and definitely something we can take on board. That's yeah, because I don't know, I really feel like you can't truly teach theory in sort of things like marketing, communications, unless you have the opportunity for students to actually practically apply it. I think because then it becomes wisdom. I think there was a quote, I forget who said it. It was about the difference between knowledge and wisdom, and you gain wisdom through the experience, through the application of knowledge. So yeah, so I that's why whenever I've put theory in courses, I've always tried to give opportunities to apply it, because I think then you actually understand how it works.
Well, exactly. And I think I was, since I started my degree, I was always planning on doing that internship at the end. But then, of course, COVID came along and kind of ruined those plans a little bit for me. So it's been a bit more, yeah, I don't know. It felt like I didn't quite finish my 3-year plan completely, but that goes back to my advice and trusting in your own value and, learning on the job sometimes is what you have to do.
Yeah, that's true. And I think, and that learning on the job, like you never never end that. Like I'm always learning
Exactly.
on the job. Like there's
There's
always
so many new things to learn.
all the time, whatever you do. And
Exactly.
so also tell me, what is that? Because now you're right into the social media space, working in it every day. What
Yeah.
is something new that you've encountered over the last couple of weeks? It can be a tool or a platform change, or just something you didn't know that social media related that you could share with us.
So I would have to say, I'm sure everyone experienced this as well. It was when Facebook and Instagram went down for a good part of a day.
Yes.
It just, yeah, it really came to show you can't put all your eggs in one basket. I mean, Twitter and TikTok, all the comments on everything was just, we're all here, aren't we? Because Facebook and Instagram are down. So, I mean, I even had some business things that I had to do on there that I just was like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do because I can't get on there.
Yeah.
So it really just goes to show, I think, seeing even the downfall of Vine in the last 10 years, for example, it just goes to show that nothing's promised on social media and you really need to have a backup plan and a good email list.
Absolutely, because we people seem to think that we own it, but we don't own anything. We don't, and we sign the rights away to everything when we go on there. So, we
Yeah,
don't own it, and yeah, so you've got to really think about that in terms of your business, because that's right. It just
exactly. It can all disappear.
yeah.
Yeah. So you really
So
have to have those connections elsewhere.
absolutely, and it's like influencers just focusing on one platform. It's kind of scary to think that
Definitely
it could just all be gone overnight.
crazy.
And what advice would you give to other emerging professionals about how to succeed in their careers?
So I suppose further to what I was saying before again, and not to keep hounding on about it, but it's just to take the chance. I think a lot of things that I've come across in the last year, I never would have thought I could have done them, but by actually making myself do them, it's formed connections that have presented other opportunities. And yeah, I think just really believe that you can do the things that you are learning about, I suppose.
Yeah. And realizing it doesn't have to be perfect. So you have to. I'm preparing at the moment, doing a workshop for researchers about how to use social media, and just trying to get people over that fear of thinking they have to do things perfectly the first time, and you never will. And you can't. It's practice makes perfect. So you have to keep learning on how to refine and keep getting better. So yeah, so I
You
totally
need
get
that trust in yourself, because sometimes people aren't always going to agree with what you know and what you're doing. And at the end of the day, marketing doesn't really present immediate results all the time on social media or otherwise. So you really have to have that confidence in yourself to make a difference.
Absolutely. It's great. And most important question of the episode is, who do you like, share, and follow?
So on a broader sense, I love, brands. I know a lot of people do that are funny and interact with their customers on a nice level. I like Zoe Foster Blake and Go To Skincare. I've been following them. I've even tracked down their staff on LinkedIn and linked up with them because I love everything that they do. Not to sound like a stalker, but and other than that, probably Jessie from Oh Hello Social Co. She's also a USC graduate. I think her Instagram account's so interesting. She's always coming up with different ideas and inspiring me, and doing stories on her day-to-day life, which really helps you realize that it doesn't always have to be this picture perfect social media manager role. Everyone goes through the same things.
Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, no, Jessie's great. She's been on the show too.
Oh, I know. I'm a fan.
And really do you have any final words or final advice you'd like to give before we wrap up?
Well, I can't say believe in yourself again, otherwise that'll be 3 times. So I'll leave it at that, I think.
All right, no worries. Well, thank you so much, Eden. And I'm glad we finished in time so you can start work early. And next week I have USC grad Melissa Halsey, and she is a PR coordinator, a marketing and PR coordinator at Lizzie Hennenbury. Sorry, Lizzie Hennenbury Consulting. So that will be next week. So thanks everyone for watching, and thanks so much, Eden. It's been really great having you on the show as episode and guest number 65. And thanks everyone. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.